Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian. So today, I'm going to be doing a shave, and also I'm going to be talking about this right here, which is the Merkur 34C or Merkur 34 HD, which is also called the heavy duty safety razor. So this is a two-piece razor. Top part comes out, top plate comes out, and basically just screws right on the bottom right here. And this is like a 3-inch handle, and this has been around for quite a while. This design, reading online and doing some research, this design has been around since 1931, according to one of the links I looked up. And so far, but anyway, it's been called also before in the past the Merkur 34, and the modern version is what they call the 34C. So this version, I believe, has been around since 1981. I mean, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen research, this version has been around since 1981. But anyway, I just picked this up and used it. I've had this razor for about probably since my first year of wet shaving, which is about 9 years ago, and picked this up today and used it after not using it for a while. And I can honestly say this is probably the best safety razor, in my opinion, of all time. So before I get to that, let me tell you why, and let me tell you about the razor itself. This is a closed comb. It's got the scalloped safety bar right there, and it is about 3 inches long. It's a two-piece razor. So you unscrew this bottom part of the handle, and the top cap comes off, and you have these little posts here that hold the blade in place. And the blade gap on this razor is 0.71 millimeters, so it's about an average aggressive razor. I would say probably right in the middle of the road, but just a great all-around shaver. And this particular razor, this HD, weighs about 78 grams or 2.75 ounces. So just a great razor. You guys know that my favorite razor recently has been the Game Changer by Razor Rock. But after picking this one up, after not using it for a little while, I honestly have to say this is probably the best razor I've ever used. I've used plenty of razors, vintage razors, modern razors, but this is probably the best razor I've ever got great shaves off, probably 100% of the time. So this is probably the best razor of all time, in my opinion. So let me go ahead and do a quick shave with this and talk more about the razor. And my soap of the day is going to be not Margaritas in the attic, Margaritas in the Arctic. I think I made a previous video where I was saying Margaritas in the attic, which was wrong. So it's going to be Margaritas in the Arctic. And I'm doing this soap. I'm using this soap in honor of my brother-in-law. Today's his birthday, and his favorite drink is a margarita. So I'm giving a toast to you, Mike. Going to be using this soap here in honor of you for your birthday shave. And I'm going to be using that. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite blades recently, which is a feather high stainless. So this will be going into the 34C. And for brush, I'm going to be using this big monster right here, which is the Stirling Kong synthetic brush with a 30 millimeter knot, synthetic knot, sunrise knot. So great brush. So let me go ahead and wash my face, guys. Got about a day and a half of growth, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back for the first face lather. Got the Kong loaded up with the Margaritas in the Arctic. So let me go ahead and do that first face lather here. And I just want to talk about the razor. So I just used this. I haven't used it for a while since I've been using my Razor Rock Game Changer for the last few weeks. And you know, just my other razors I've been using also, my vintage Fat Boy, and my also my Ming Xing 3000S, my Parker variant. Been using also my Christopher Bradley carve razor, but picked up the 34C today. Actually, yesterday morning, had one of the best shaves I've ever had in a long time. So maybe revisit about how good the razor is, because I've had the 34C for, like I said, about 9 years, and I've gotten nothing but good shaves with this razor. And so, you know, thinking back, I've never had a bad shave with this razor, so that's why, in my opinion, it is at the top of the list as being the best safety razor ever made. Alright, so feather high stainless is loaded in the razor. Doing my first pass. And I just love this razor. Just real easy to get an angle right on this razor. The learning curve on the angle of the 34C is pretty easy. You just gotta make sure you have a 33 angle and just let the weight of the head just guide it down your face. But other razors I've been using, you know, they're a little bit learning curve, but this is the easiest razor to use in my opinion. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's one of the best razors ever made. So alright, so today was a hot day, so that's why I'm using this Margaritas in the Arctic. And it was 95 degrees outside. And with the menthol kicking in, just feels really fabulous right now with this shave. So anyway, I've had a shave recently with my Game Changer, and up till last week, it was probably my favorite safety razor. I was gonna say of all time, but I put a certain blade in there. I actually put the feather blade in that razor, and I didn't have quite a good shave as I wanted to. A little bit more had a little bit of a rough shave with that razor, with that blade. So it might have been a bad blade, or you know, it might have been a bad blade or just a bad prep, but that was the first time I ever had a bad shave with that razor. Nevertheless, it's still one of my favorite safety razors, but this razor right here, I can use any blade in there. I can use a Persona blade. I can use a Vashka blade, a feather blade, an Astra, Persona Red, even a Parker, even a Shark blade, or even a crappy blade like a Super Tie and Lie, which is a Chinese blade, really cheap Chinese blade. Even this blade, I get a decent shave out of this razor. So This, in my opinion, is probably the best safety razor ever made. So let me go ahead and finish the shave. First pass was flawless. Real smooth, no nicks. Let me go ahead and rinse my face, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, back for my second pass here. And this Kong is huge, is a huge knot, so as you can tell, look at the size of the knot on my face. Definitely a huge brush, which I don't use very often, but figure what the heck, I'm using a Stirling soap, I might as well use a Stirling brush. And this thing holds plenty of leather. Right. And I believe Stirling still makes this brush. Still makes the Kong, so if you guys like a big synthetic brush, this is definitely a great brush to have. Alright, so let me go do that second pass. So first pass was superb with that feather high stainless. So let me go ahead and do across the grain here. So the only thing about this razor, in the age of all these stainless steel razors coming out that are really superb shavers, this is made out of chrome-plated zinc alloy, so it's not a great material to last you a lifetime with, but nevertheless, this should last you a long time. So that's the only drawback about this razor. And I wish they would make this razor a stainless steel version, because I would definitely buy it. But definitely a superb razor for a beginner to use, and also for an experienced wet shaver, because this razor is perfect for someone to start wet shaving that wants a decent shaver that's not gonna cut them up too bad after a few shaves, but also a great shaver for experienced wet shaver. You put a feather blade and get a superb shave like what's happening right now with me. And there's a reason why this is really popular even today, because this razor is such a good shaver. I can almost shave with my eyes closed. That's how easy it is to adjust to the shave angle on this razor. All right, guys, let me go underneath the gills right here. Alright, so that's the second pass, and a very nice pass. So let me go ahead and rinse my face, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, back for the final pass. Let me do that last face lather right here with this Monster Kong brush by Stirling. So I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Today is Thursday, June 6th. So it's been awfully hot in Florida, no rain for a while, so I am really hoping we get rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow here in Florida, but it's been extremely hot, so it's been really hot, so this menthol feels really nice on my face. So everywhere you look, the grass is dry. There's a lot of dryness, just dust kicking around in Florida, so Definitely would be nice if it rains pretty soon. And I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. There's a I believe there's a tropical depression near Mexico right now. So hopefully they'll send some rain this way. So like I said, any blade in this razor, I've never had a bad shave with this razor. It's kind of funny because I want to try. It's one of those things I kind of want to challenge myself and find like a bad blade, find the worst blade I can imagine to put in this razor and see if I can get a decent shave. And I'll still probably get a decent shave out of it. So let me hear what you guys have to think. What is your favorite Stirling razor? Is your favorite shaver 34C, or maybe Game Changer? Maybe like a Christopher Bradley carve? Perhaps maybe above the tie, or maybe a Feather ASD2? So leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite razor is. In your opinion, the best safety razor. But in my opinion, this is probably the best safety razor ever made. And on the record, I'm saying that right now. This is probably the best safety razor ever made, in my opinion. And I love this razor right here, the Game Changer. But last week I had one bad shave off the razor. I'm still not going to count that razor as being at the top of the list, because definitely is top of the list of my favorite razors. But this thing is just, like I said, every blade I've used in this razor, I've gotten a good shave out of it. And it took me yesterday when I used it for the first time yesterday morning in a while to make me think about, wow, this razor is super underrated. Alright guys, that's the last third pass. Let me go ahead and rinse my face, and I'll be back for the post shave. Alright guys, I'm back for the post shave. So my post shave will be the Margaritas in the Arctic. This is the Witch Hazel splash, so I'm going to be using this for aftershave. Let me go ahead and shake this up. And there is menthol in this, so this should feel really nice. Alright, let's go ahead and do a little splash right there. And by the way, the soap strength is pretty decent, about 7 on a scale from 0 to 10. And the menthol level is great in this soap. It's absolutely fabulous for after being around in a hot day and coming back home to shave. So this is a great soap to use after a hot day. And this menthol in the splash is really strong and very nice. But definitely a great value. And that's another thing I want to talk about is the 34C. Great razor, because also it's affordable for anybody to buy this. So it's anybody that purchases this razor. So it's anywhere from $30 to $40 on different websites. So it's affordable, great, easy learning curve on how to use it on shaving, on wet shaving, on using this razor. So it's really easy to learn the learning curve on getting the angle right. And it's a 2-piece, so it's very easy to load the blade. And the one thing I want to talk about is the blade alignment. Basically, I just drop the blade right on the post, drop it down, and every single time I have perfect blade alignment, blade exposure on both sides. So definitely easy to align the blade on this razor. And just a very nice razor to use. Definitely knurling is pretty grippy, so you don't have any problems slipping with this razor slipping out of your hands. Just a great knurling, great finish. It's not the best finish. It's zinc alloy, but definitely nice to look at. And this should last you for a long time. I wouldn't say lifetime, but definitely a nice razor to last you a long time. So definitely, I would say this is probably, in my opinion, the best safety razor ever made, modern and vintage. Even though my Fat Boy comes pretty close to this razor, but definitely a nice razor to use. And anyway, that was my shave. I used the Margaritas in the Arctic. So toast to my brother-in-law, Mike. Happy birthday again. And I used the Feather High Stainless blade, which I put back, but it's right here. And that was the first use of that blade, and I got a superb shave. And last but not least, great brush, the Stirling Calm. Just a great monster knot. Definitely generates a lot of lather. Great for soaps, great for creams. Just a great all-around brush. And I believe this is still on Stirling's website, so definitely, I don't see them getting rid of this brush. This is a great brush. But guys, let me know your comments. Let me know what you think about the best safety razor is in your opinion. And leave them down below. I'd like to see what your comments say. But in my opinion, this is probably the best all-around safety razor ever made. Just for the value, the price, and the performance. But anyway, guys, hit like, subscribe if you like this video. And I will see you guys later with another shave video. Take care. Have a good week.